line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice.
Introducing RS30 Ultra. The first sim racing wheel and pedals designed by a professional championship racer. Officially licensed by Microsoft, RS30 brings next-level realism to your racing sims. Sense the road, know your vehicle, and get faster lap times as you tear through the track. Dual helical gear motors give you more torque than traditional gear drive motors, with the same smoothness and quietness of a belt drive motor. Experience a stunning 6 Nm of torque, the most torque per dollar than any other wheel, and fast, accurate feedback with 0 dead zones. Feel every nuance and know exactly when you're understeering, oversteering, or losing traction. Spring-loaded pedals give you responsive throttle modulation and brake progression for absolute control and precision, just like the real thing. 2 additional paddles can be used as clutch and e-brake, or as pedal-free throttle and brakes. A rotation switch lets you easily toggle between simulation racing and arcade-style racing. Even the diameter of the wheel is calibrated to exact race car specifications. And an easy share button lets you save and share your best laps with a simple push. From the metal build to the suede wheel and steel pedals, every detail is dialed to give the entire system a high-end feel. Get better, go faster, win more, and enjoy every second of it. With RS30 Ultra, you'll race like a pro and feel like one too. RS30 Ultra by GTR Simulator. Go fast.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Special thanks to our sponsors for Season 6. Without these folks here, they would not have been able to bring us this championship running in series. We appreciate you all for your support. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have helped bring this together for the Pedal to the Metal Racing League Xfinity Series. Thank you for your support from our sponsors and our race fans and all around the world. It is time for the show to begin. And indeed, it is that time at last, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here today at Talladega Superspeedway for the Pedal to the Metal Racing League Season 6 Xfinity Series season opener with the GTR Racing Simulator 50 live here today on the show at PTN Racing TV. Hi, everyone. I am Christian Casado Shriver, joining me here today by a very special friend and guest tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Cody McRae joining me in here. And Cody, what a wild season we've got laying ahead, and what a race start we're about to bear witness to here at Talladega.
Yeah, man, it's going to be wild. It's a season opener. You don't know what's going to happen, so tonight is going to be the night to watch.
It is indeed here, my friend. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to set up for today's gridding order here, presented in part by Ooze Motorsports and Gearhead Coffee. Let's take a look at the starting lineup from the qualifying section. We see Jon Garrett, the 66, take center stage as outside. The old rattlesnake himself, Robert Kahn, the 21. Row 2 sees Corey Reed, the 27, is outside as Brandon Pike in the 22. Row number 3 is Dustin Slonaker in the number 60 to his outside. That will be... the 50, outside of him will be Dennis Warrens in the 90. Row number 4, that's going to be Robert Dudleyville. Dudley in the 49 is outside. The 52, Tyler Rex. Row 5 sees the Man Beast. That's Papa Beast. William Mann, the 57 is outside. John Kutuskunts in the 41. Row number 6 is Matthew Hoffer, the 84 is outside. Spencer Teal in the number 18. Row number 7, we're going to see that is going to be the Man Beast this time for sure. William Mann Jr. in the 29 is outside. Thad Failer, the 42. Row number 8, it's Dan Hayes in the 677 is outside. Jason Henry in the 3. Row 9 sees Tyler Dudley in the number 15 is outside. That's Chantel, the throttle bottle in the 5. Row number 10, Jeffrey Oaks in the 20 is outside. Kenneth Crawford in the number 12. Final starters, row 11, Jeffrey Todd Tufts in the 72 and Evan Baker in the 87. Race fans, it's time to get down to business and time to get down on the track. We've got a hot one laying in wait for you here, presented in part by our good friends over by GTR Racing Simulator for their GTR Racing Simulator 50 tonight here at Talladega. Cody, I know it's your first time on the show, my man, but are you ready to go?
I believe I am. My eyes are on the 21 car.
You got your eyes on the 21 car. I'm probably going to have to go with a little bit of a wild card here. I'm going to go for that 18 of Spencer Teal. I think he could be, judging by how he was in practice, I think he could be an underdog favorite. We will certainly have to see. Just for those at home wondering as well, yes, all cars have the logos of every single one of our sponsors placed onto the side skirts of their car, from the rear to the back to the front. They have them all designed in a unique way and designed their own style, their own way. It is a gorgeous looking pieces of equipment, gorgeous pieces of artwork. We're about ready to get set to go for today's action. Lace fans on their feet, already set to go in motion. The time has come as you see them all the way down there at the end. The green flag is up and ready. waiting for the command and the structure. These drivers are ready to kick it off at Talladega. The season opener is here, and the time has indeed come for these drivers to fight it out amongst the best of the best and the toughest of competitors. 22 make the start. Who will be the one to take center stage? It's time to go racing here at Talladega.
Let's get them going, boys.
All right, Cody, this is going to be a strong start out of the gate here for Mr. Garrett. He has the early advantage on the inside. Corey Reed following right beside him in the 27, while the Rattlesnake goes up top side trying to hang on.
Yeah, as they're going down the back stretch, we might see them go 3 wide, or they might keep it 2 wide. We'll see.
So far, everybody seems to be a little bit more under control. They don't want to go too wide just yet. I think they're a little bit cautious, a little scared about trying to make too big of moves right out of the gate. Very cautious. Oh, I would say that then until Brandon Pike decided to intervene. He pushes it right up there with the Rattlesnake. Robert Kahn, extreme aggression out of the gate here. A little bit more than I would have thought of. And Pike sneaking it right in between. But he gets a little bit of a tag there coming off that turn 4 end.
Yeah, he's losing control. And he's going to the back right now, losing spots. Nobody's picking him up for the draft.
Nobody's picking him up for the draft. Dustin Sodaker's kind of caught up in the middle of that too, trying to back her down, get it centered away. He will recenter it back onto the track. Good driving by Sparky. He manages to hang on, and certainly is good to see old Sparkalicious back on the track. Sure missed him out here. Now, Cody, I know you were talking earlier today about how you were really expecting a lot of these guys to go 3 wide, but I mean, if you're a driver right now, knowing that competition cautions at lap 10, I mean, I wouldn't think you want to try to make too big of a move right out of the gate, would you?
No, not really, because, I mean, you could go to the back with 5 to go and still make it up to the front. So with 10 to go, I think they'll take it easy right now.
I would certainly say so indeed here, man. Right about now, that's exactly what these drivers are up to. They're not doing too big of moves, but not getting too crazy on their runs here. See, the whole field still clean and protruding at least, but the 22, well, I think Pike right now might be trying to find a place to hide, because I don't think he was expecting to get kind of tucking out of the way like that. But if you're gonna drive it in close like that, you got to remember those fenders do like to lift off the ground at times, and Talladega certainly likes to test some of those drivers on that limit.
Yeah, I know. I was listening to them in practice just a little bit ago of how far they need to be between each car without bumping them and wrecking them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I ran with these a little earlier on today. I don't know how much experience you have with these things, but bumping and running with these things is almost a little bit impossible. You can bump with them, and you can definitely push a little bit, but unless you're on that back straightaway and you're lined up perfectly, you can only really rub them up to the front. So far right now, field kind of moving their way into the chains here. We go on board here with the Man Beast, William Mann Jr., as he tries to reconcile to his limits and make sure he follows by his code, Raise Hail and Praise Dale. As you see on his little logo there, and I'm still pretty sure he's making Dale Earnhardt proud around here when he comes to Talladega. Well, so far though, Cody, you're picking the 21 right now is in the race lead, and I gotta ask you, I mean, how come you chose the 21 as your guy right now, as the one you have your eye on?
From watching past broadcasts on here, he's been really fast every consecutive race, and I used to race with him on the PS4 when we had the league on it, and he was fast every track we went to. So my eyes on the 21.
He certainly was fast, certainly had a bit of a playing field advantage there, and he's certainly proven he can hang with them still and really put up a number. But I will say, though, if he's not too careful out there, that this track can end up biting him quicker than he realizes it. And these guys getting pretty darn aggressive, I'll say right now. Oh, and Con actually, he's pushed to the bottom on the back straightaway here, Cody.
I think I gave him just bad luck right there.
I think I gave him the old broadcaster curse there, my friend.
I think I need to keep my mouth shut now.
No, you don't have to keep your mouth shut. We brought you on for a reason. Well, apparently that reason was to give Robert Kahn a little bit of a hard time, but you know he likes to run from the back and get to the front real quick, so I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, yes, sir. We still got plenty of time. I mean, stuff's going to happen.
Competition caution will come out at lap 10. That is coming up right now here. The field's still working their way in. All the fans also come on in here tonight. Thank you so much, those that are tuned in with us here on PT Racing TV, live on Facebook. For those that are watching the YouTube replay, we appreciate your support and hope you've enjoyed the show or enjoy the show late to the end of this. If you guys do like what you see, of course, you like and follow us up here on our Facebook. Head over to YouTube, subscribe there. Also, down below, for the first time, we're starting this up. We're actually got a whole list of what our sponsors and everything brings to the table. So, if any of those intrigue or any of those interest you, simply just look down below at what they give and offer. We'll, of course, talk about them as we go through the race and all that later on. But at the moment, we're going to focus in on this action because at this moment here, Cody, I'm seeing a lot of heavy hitters moving through the field, and I'm seeing one in the Papa Beast camp with the 57 with the White Castle, which, be honest with you, if I'm gonna use White Castles in there, usually I use White Castles as sliders when you're running on dirt.
Yeah, we got a lot of movement here. Not too much. I mean, they're staying in the same position, but it's go and miss with it. You'll pass two cars, and then the two cars pass you right back, so you're basically at a sitting still right here with this.
Certainly indeed here right now as the field continues to push their way on in. You can just see a lot of bumping and rubbing and a lot of hitting and banging, just trying to get every single one of them up to the front. For those that are being patient right now, I mean, I guarantee you we got the 10 to go. That might go out the window. But there's one thing I do.
Yeah.
But Cody, there is one thing I do love about this is that we are running on a plate track, Talladega and Daytona. I always felt like they're the perfect two tracks to start a season off because it really makes the drivers have to get used to each other, get an idea of their driving style. Because say what you will about a plate track, but there is one thing that definitely makes it work. It shows who can be aggressive and who decides to stay a little bit low on the end. Watch out from behind. Up throttle. Chantel Pottle is being put straight into the top side. She went 3 wide, took over a whole lot of shots there, and she is making the boys work for this one.
Yeah, she's coming fast on the outside, but she drops back down and they bring it back to 2 wide, so maybe she'll come back out and jump some more, maybe not.
It's hard to say right now, but I mean, right at this moment too, she's got a little bit of company because I've got my pick tonight, the 18, Spencer Teal. He's currently pretty much being the blockade of all that as they take it back into a 3 wide slow tandem here. These guys and gals, man, they do not hold back on the track, and they will race hard if they feel like it. They're doing that just some right now as we got a lot of movement up front here. Everybody just in a panic trying to find a spot. Corey Reed taking the race lead from Dennis Warnes here, as you see, right up top side. Jon Garrett looking to slingshot it off the middle end while the 5 continues to just loud pedal that thing straight to the floorboards. Whoa, but it's safe. Can be safe for the Brandon Pike. Brandon Pike, the 22 on the back straightaway, comes to a dead halt and a spin here. No caution, though. No caution is out. I'm getting a little bit confused here. I would have thought the caution come out for him here. That is not, my friends.
I don't think they call a caution with 1 lap to go before stage or the end of the race. So.
That is true, but the thing is they go 3 wide slow into the line. Yellow flag out, and I think the 5 actually beat out the number 37 to the line there. Strong showing there from Chantel Pottle. That is impressive and crazy to say the least here.
I think she started back in 15th, I think it was. 18th.
She started in 18th, my friend. She had to literally be a hard charger and just send that thing straight from the shadow realm on in. But my question is, what the heck happened to Brandon Pike? We're going to take a look at this here because something went wrong there on the back straightaway that we're not really aware of. We couldn't catch all of it. So here is your PT Mr. Replay tonight, presented in part by GTR Racing Simulator. Here's a look at this right here. Came down the back straightaway. Papa Beast has got a run here with him. Thad Failer's right there with it. And Papa Beast has got a little bump there. I'm not really sure if that was exactly the move I think he was looking for, but it ends up taking the 22 of Brandon Pike for quite the ride here and ends up getting him quite out of shape, and that definitely hurt his chances. We'll go on board here with the 57 as it happened. I think that really there might have been just a lack of error there. I think Papa Beast just kind of forgot where he was at the time and place there. And unfortunately, that kind of got everybody all wrapped up in a bit of a trouble in there. So a tough break there for Brandon Pike as the competition caution has been thrown, race fans. So we're going to go ahead and get everyone squared away. Cody, what do you think of the action so far, though, man? It was pretty crazy how that start.
Yeah, it's crazy. I figured there'd be at least another caution before that one, but they're taking it smooth, taking their time, just seeing how it's going to go first.
And just for now, anyway, it seems like we're going to be in for quite the show and quite the ride. Race fans, when we come back, there is more to be had. There is more action to be displayed. Can anybody knock down the lady of the group? Chantel has the lead, but there's a whole hungry list of wolves looking to knock her down. Stay tuned with us here on Pizza Race TV. Tonight's race, ladies and gentlemen, for the GTR Racing Simulator 50 has been brought to you in part by GTR Racing Simulator. Welcome to the future, GTR Racing Simulator. It's not that we broke the mold. We just never used one. By D-Dub Button Boxes. Quality button boxes made your way. D-Dub Button Boxes always has you covered. By the Butt Kicker Company. Best of performance for real tracks of virtual world. The Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. By Gearhead Coffee. Whether you're wrenching on your vehicle in the home garage or servicing customers at the automotive repair facility, dealership Gearhead Coffee provides a unique premium quality coffee that keeps your motor running. By Ooze Motorsports. Don't think we're cheating because you think you're fast. And by LPT Pallet. Got a pallet not up to tip-top shape? Call up LPT Pallet. We got you covered.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. Well, I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to PT Racing TV, live right now from Talladega County here in Alabama, as our drivers right now of Pedal the Metal Racing League continue on to press their charge, to press their race out on the track. We are currently under the caution flag at the moment. And right at the moment there at the line, the 5 Chantel Bottle, just a complete pure dominance on her restart, managing to work up to the top, actually a pass at the end of that one, taking over that win there for the competition caution. Although no points given, it definitely will give everyone a bit of a chance here and a little bit of a thing to go off of.
Yeah, I see some of them did pit. She did finish in first in the 10 lapper, but she went to the pits, and now she is in 9th place right now, so 8 spots lost on that pit stop.
For sure there, and as the field continues to kind of get settled in, get things taken care of here, it'd be interesting to see what happens and what transpires as the field kind of works their way down around the track. So, field right now getting ready to get back to the action here. Caution lights are off on the pace car here as our friend Brad Thacker joins us on in now, looking to see some action here. Brad, good to have you on board here, bud, as you get ready to settle things back down and settle a score or two up here. It's going to be interesting to see just how everyone comes off of that first round because, again, that was only 10 laps. They still got a lot of laps they got to complete down here. Right now, all drivers getting cleared up and ready and set to pace this field in. A lot of drivers trying to march their way around the track or really march their way in. There's a lot of great racing still to come and still to go. But at this moment, everybody ready to kind of take this thing down and took notches and really hit him in. Rat Thacker saying, tell a man to hit the cone. Cody, I don't know if you know, but Thacker is what we call the attacker of Cone Lives Matter. The movement that was created because of him, because all of a sudden he would just go down and take that poor little cone out, the defenseless cone, and act like it didn't matter. So we made sure it mattered, and now some folks are living up to the revolution.
I might have to pick up on that.
Maybe if you're around him, you can, but I don't know if you want to be doing it anytime soon here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that race on Monday night. So
certainly, indeed, we will see Cody racing up on the Pushing Limits Racing League side of things come Monday night. So stay tuned for that as we bring the green flag back on out here, trying to get the GTR Racing Simulator 50 back on the run. Off the restart here, everyone dialing this thing in a few notches and going for a broke off again. Robert Dudley, the reigning defending champion right now, trying to make it an impressive 3 in a row. He has not ever done it. It's never been done. Can he change that tonight? This would certainly be something if he can do it. But it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of control down there to get it in. As you see his son actually, Tyler Dudley, right behind him, making some moves off him. He's driving that back to blue 15 today here as he works his way around the track and in the zone. Right out of the gate on the outside, though, here comes Sean Gutenkutz right in the mix of things as they wreck up. Huge wreck as Dudley goes flying.
I think he is gone. I've seen the car go up, and I haven't seen it come back down.
He is gone. He's been sent to the upper room, my friends. He's not coming back down anytime soon. But what the heck happened here? Holy smokes. Take a look at the Pizza Mr. replay here. I don't even have the foggiest idea what happened there other than just this one got a little chaotic here. Coming around down off of turn number 4. You see him on that front straightaway just driving in deep and giving everything in. And it looks like, oh. Yeah, Dudleyville and Gutenkutz just kind of collided in there a little bit. I would say that's definitely going to be a bit of a workaround there. We'll take a look at it for one more angle here. This is really just kind of the sky cam we're going to show you here as well. This is one of our favorite things to do.
It only takes that 1 inch of move to do the wrong move, and it causes a big scene.
It does indeed there, Cody, and to me it looked like Dudleyville just kind of lifted up a little bit, kind of ran right down into Gutenkutz there. I don't know if Gutenkutz even knew that he was there, or it was too little too late, but all we know is he took a huge little hit and a little pound in there on that car.
Yep.
That was your Pizza Mr. replay there. Bit of a hard little scratch to the claw there. I know the drivers are wanting to get back to the action here, but they're going to have to be careful about how quick we get in here, because again, there's things that can go very, very wrong around here, and that is certainly the case.
Hopefully everything will smooth on out too, and have less cautions and more cautions at the end. But hopefully go green so we can see a wild finish.
I think we are up for one here if these drivers can get settled back down and kind of get things figured around, but you never can be too sure around here. So as our field gets settled back down again, we'll see what happens here as we get a little bit later on. But race fans, we'll be right back after this quick commercial message. More action to be had here on PT Race TV. Tonight's race, ladies and gentlemen, also brought to you in part by our good friends over at Ford Entertainment Group PC.net. Matching your with your wallet, they always work with your needs to build the best PC at the right price. By Man's Maintenance. You want it done right? You call a man. By Berrytown Cleaners. When you got yourself a mess, Berrytown Cleaners can help fix that up. By Lightning Wraps. Most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wraps will always bring out the best designs in your library. By Jon T. Garrett Twitch channel. The channel for a good chat and enjoyable time around with Jon Garrett. By our friends over at Southern Country Co., the trusted company to get your designs in your day-to-day life. And by Grid Finder, the best way to find a new league. Filter your search by race day, your geographical region, gaming platform, race sim, and car class. You need a broadcaster, library designer. Search Grid Finder, the home of online racing. And right now, race fans, we're getting settled back down again here after this kind of crazy little start here to Talladega. I mean, I know Talladega and all that, but still, it's a little bit wild around here, don't you think, Derek?
Yep, it's gonna get wild. It's gonna be tight racing. Everybody's gonna be trying to make a move, and it, like I said earlier, it's only gonna take that 1 inch to mess up.
It certainly does, and it's been happening more often than not here, to where some guys just get a little bit too out of shape, out of whack, and out of mind, and out of sight. And next thing you know, it's just completely gone. You've lost all your momentum. And that seems to be kind of the problem here today, is some drivers are getting a little bit too aggressive out of the start. Remember, they only got 1 inch to repair down there. They don't exactly have a breathing room tank here for making mistakes. They have to take it under control and have to be careful. There's 22 drivers on the track, so each driver getting caught up in a situation could really cost them dearly. And it looks like, unfortunately for the 49, Robert Dudley, due to that little, shall we say, lift off to Mars, I think he is out for the day. He's currently still in pit road, and he's not getting out anytime soon.
Yeah, I believe that was the end of it for him.
That's a tough break, too, because he obviously, as a defending champ, you don't want that to happen. You don't want that situation to pop up, but this is one of those circumstances and misses where you're just going to have to kind of look past the eyeglass and really hope for the best here. So, nevertheless, though, race fans, we're getting ready to get back to the action here, but before we do, I want to kind of focus in on one of our drivers out here, because tonight we have a special driver that's joined Pedal the Metal Racing League, and that is a man that comes all the way from down under. We have one of our friends from Australia joining us here now. It is Dan Hayes, that 677 driver here. He is coming to us really late at night and really early in the morning. If you're depending on where you're at in the world, for him it's pretty darn late down there and early at his time for him. So we do appreciate Dan for coming on board and racing this league in this season. Hopefully we can see him really bring some love and showcase to the boys from down under. So you got Australia, you got Canada, and Newfoundland to be exact there, with Chantel Throttle Paddle representing well, and then you got the Americans as well. We're Americans, so we're at Alabama. You gotta have the Americans there. We don't have Americans at Alabama, then are we even racing?
Hey, I got the Alabama hoodie on tonight, so roll tide.
You got the Alabama hoodie on tonight, man?
Yeah, man, roll tide.
Brother, I literally maybe I'm a Midwesterner, but I have my Knoxville shirt and my jacket on right now, and I got my my little Wildcats hat that I have from my hometown here in Carlisle, and I'm all set and ready to go. But that's definitely about as Midwestern as I can get.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Alabama folks, I'm definitely nowhere near a part of that Alabama gang, so that's definitely the outside version for me. Well.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think we're ready to get back to the action here, Cody.
Yes, sir. Coming to the tri-oval. The start-finish line is not in the center, but you have to wait just a little bit longer before you get that green flag.
It is certainly a bit of a waiting game and a bit of a patience runoff here. You see the cars really coming off of that tri-oval in the mid-center. They're waiting to get just a little closer. The green flag will topple up and fly high, and it's time to get back to the action. Our flagman tonight, Jace Trailer, right now just giving us a good look at just how tough it is to wave that flag when you got over 700 horsepower just flying right at you. With these powers these beasts possess, they are coming in full swing. Drivers trying to hang in a little bit down the back straightaway. A lot of crossing over and maneuvers in between. The Man Beast, William Mann Jr. kind of sticking it right down the center lane on the bottom end. While the number 3 behind him, Jason Henry, trying to stay out of trouble for the most part. You can see him trying to keep Blackstone 3 Chevrolet Camaro in the hunt there with the 90 and the 57 William Mann. Papa Beast, call him what you will. The White Castles are trying to be served up, but will he have enough time to dish out the punishment and get him a little bit of a runoff here as we saw earlier?
Somebody's creeping back up to the front, I see.
That would be your boy, the rattlesnake, Robert Kahn, the 21. He just creeped up to a lot of them and put the Freightliner, number 21, right in the mix of things. And in this hunt, and look who's back up front too, Brandon Pike, the 22. Remember earlier on, he got stuck in a bad pickle earlier, and now somehow he's putting it right back in, but he's going to get it again for these guys. They wreck right off a back straightaway. Oh, are you kidding me?
That might end some drivers right there. Some of them use their fast repair already, so it's going to be bad.
Oh, man, that is a huge wreck and a big hit and disappointment for me. These guys, Brandon Pike took a smack dab in the middle of that one. I am amazed he's even still running that thing, but he is okay. That is the safety equipment being put to good use on that track there, folks. Give it credit where credit's due. But what the heck happened here? We're taking a look at the replay. And it looks like Dan Hayes he got a little too quick on the draw, got a little too aggressive on the 22, and it brought it way too close, got it too much of that corner on Pike, and it sent everybody for a little bit of a roundabout there, unfortunately, and that got everybody all out of whack and all out of shape, and that is the worst thing you want to see. As a driver, you never want that to happen, but that's kind of the situation you run when you run these Xfinity cars. You want to get so close, you can make that pass, make that one big move to nudge off them, but unfortunately, you kind of have to remember that gravity does take over sometimes, and you're coming in at speeds of over 200 miles per hour, and you literally just clip somewhat slightly, and you're going sideways. Honestly, I don't think there's a magician in the world that could save yourself from that.
That was no bueno.
That was no bueno, and that was a hard lick, unfortunately. And what a tough break for everybody involved.
Yeah, I was looking at that replay too. I think I only seen like one car make it through the whole thing without getting any damage or anything like that.
I don't even think anybody up front got away with that one. It looks like the 5 got a little bit, probably had the least bit of the damage. She only took a little click in the back there. Everybody else looks pretty much like they went to the war zone and back. They look like they may have joined the Alabama gang and learned the hard way their initiations. Marla Scafferty Pike coming on board saying poor Brand. Yeah, that's stuff right there. Blake Barnes, Roll Tide, coming from Gadsden, Alabama. Blake, great to have you on board, sir, and great to hear from you. Great to hear from all of you guys here today. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the show. So drivers right now trying to get settled back down, trying to get things figured out on the track here, and that's one of the hardest things you want to see as a driver. You never want to see anybody get into that bad situation, Cody. But I mean, the good news is now that even though you have those instant repairs still up for grabs and still waiting to wait, I mean, now you gotta kind of question yourself, like, when do we stop trying to be so aggressive, and when do we start trying to race the track out? Because it seems like more than anything, we're finding it to where drivers are just getting a little too impatient and they're getting a little too out of hand because, well, they think about the top spot, but they don't think about really what boils down to the last bit of the end, don't you think? Well, as the drivers get situated out here and get things taken care of right now, hope we're just about ready to reach halfway point, and I will say this, if the drivers keep getting wrecked out, then, well, they'll have to race with what they got. I don't think they're going to exactly get away with that very easily. But, Bryce fans, we do have one more thing to let you know about. We have another broadcast coming up your way tonight. That's right, folks. We are going to return with the dirt. The Infield Tractor Tire Super Series is coming back to you live here on PT Racing TV. They will be heading it down with the dirt stocks here tonight. And to be honest with you, I'm not really sure where we're going tonight, so it's kind of a mystery. So we'll find out together, and we'll call it as we see it, but it is presented in part by Shinoda Shine, so be sure to take a look at it after following this race here today. For those that are tuned in with us here so far and still with us, thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Those that tuned in earlier for the Joe Sixpack Racing League broadcast on our YouTube end, we do appreciate you as well. Drivers will have to start making decisions and make some tough calls here. Jon Garrett, Dennis Warrens, they're all making decisions right now. Todd Tufts as well, getting a bit of a position change out here. Todd able to bring out the best of the guys and get ahead of a few of them. And I'm not going to lie, folks, I want to know what the heck that 22 of Brandon Pike has under that hood and under that equipment for the recall on the crew chief side, because how in heck is he in the race lead again? He's literally up in the top spot. He's going to follow that with that failure here in the run here. What, Cody, I don't even know how the heck you can do that quickly.
I don't know either, but he better keep it in line, because you can get shifted to the back very quick at this track.
You certainly can indeed, and thankfully with these Xfinity cars you can slingshot them pretty easily too, so as much as you get back in there quick, you can get back up front quickly as well. So it's interesting to see what they'll do here, but again, it seems like the more they're trying to be a little too aggressive, it seems like they're forgetting the whole point of what Talladega represents, and the old Talladega curse just continues to strike down upon all those involved.
Yeah, let's see who's going to win the restart right here. Let's see if Pottles can push the 42 up.
Chantel Throttle Potto will have some work to do here, but that failure, this is the first time we've ever seen him on PT Racing TV, and talk about a debut, 13 spots up so far. He is bringing everything tonight. And that Imperial number 42 Chevrolet Camaro. Now, the Imperium, 42 Chevrolet Camaro. Now, can he keep it ahead of the Snap-on Tools 22 of Brandon Pike? Because remember, he has to go on the green. There is no such thing as you go on your driver's end here. This in Pedal to the Metal Racing League, you go on green. So everyone clocks up, keeps it tight, keeps it close. And then when it's time to go, it is time to go. And now we're going to reel and deal them and see what they can bring to the table here. Drivers getting set up and prepared now for the start. They'll reel them off of corner number 4 down to that front tri-oval end. Our flagman ready to go. Jason, you know what to do. There it is. Green flag. Back on out. We're back underway.
Getting a little bit loose back there in the back.
A little bit of a boost, a little bit of a help, and a lot of work to be done. The number 27, Corey Reed, giving a little bit of a bump and push there on that 22, Brandon Pike. I don't know if he wants to do that necessarily. It'd be best to just let him figure out on his own, but he wants that lead really bad here. Pushing and shoving, comes to shove. They're really making it work. Pike got it back to the race lead, but the last time he was in the race lead, well, let's just say that car wasn't exactly staying straight ahead. I think he was straight into the wall more than anything.
Yeah, as I look back here in the back, the number 12, Ken Crawford, he's losing the pace. I hate it for him, but he don't look too good.
Ken Crawford, the New Holland number 12 machine, making his Xfinity Series debut today. Trying to hang in there, trying to build up some speed. I don't know if he's really losing speed though there, Cody. I think he might be getting a bit of a hand from brother Robert Kahn, kind of keeping him in with the draft and in the pace. May be able to keep him a little bit with it. Ken is a little bit of a newer driver, so he could be learning a few things from these guys today.
Yeah, I know the feeling too, because I just started back in December doing the rookie class and stuff. I mean, you have to learn a lot of stuff. It's a little bit different from the console games, but
a little bit different, I would say. Probably the biggest difference in the world, if you ask me, because there's not a whole lot I took from console over to here, other than maybe how to drift, maybe than just how to drift from Wreckfest. Because at least the Wreckfest, at least I knew how to use a car and drift that thing on dirt.
and you can hit stuff with it.
Well, you can bump and bang a little bit, but I'll tell you, it destroys your spin. It destroys your runoff if you destroy it too bad. I'll tell you that with those late models. Coming down on the ends here on the back straightaway. Oh, Jon Garrett's going airborne. He's up. He's airborne. Wrecked it hard on the back straightaway. Big wreck here for the 72. And we've got another caution.
Wow. A lot of flipping today.
A lot of flipping around. A lot of airborne cars today. Are you sure we're not near an airport somewhere? Here's the PTMS replay. Looked like Todd just drove it down. He drove it right back up, and Kevin Baker had nowhere to go. Todd just drove it right in. He didn't even really get an idea of what he was doing until it was too little too late. I don't even know really how to go about that other than just that was a bit of a reckless move if you ask me. Could have been able to hold on to it just a slight bit, but again, I mean, as a driver, I know when you get that car loose, that car gets loose. Those Xfinity cars, they're fast, but they do not hold. I will say that. If you're not careful, they will not hold. Yeah, right there, man. I think it was just lack of awareness. I think he really was not sure where Baker was, where the other guys were. I think he just completely drove it down and just completely forgot where he was at. That's a tough break, though, for Tufts. A lot of guys getting damaged up badly. Heck, there's not even a hood on that Papa Beast machine in the 57. That's a hard little situation there to deal with. So, drivers are just going to have to figure this one out again, and hopefully they can get it dialed up again, because right now things are just going way all over the place.
Let's just hope they still got their fast repairs. I know there's been a bunch of cautions and people using them, so we'll see when they come back out.
Yeah, they've got to be careful though, because I mean, there's still you're running out of patience and time here. If you use too many of them up, you got to be careful when you use them and when you do them. Now, the good news is if you do suffer a little damage, you can't get it repaired for the most part before the pace car comes back around and puts you a lap down. But it's easier said than done sometimes to kind of keep into that place.
It should be about 10 to go when they go back to green this time, so things might get a little bit crazy in the front end.
Indeed here. So, we'll see what happens right at this moment, but things are just getting way out of hand. And I feel like, if anything, these guys are going to know they have so much on the line, so much at stake, but this is just the first race of the season. They have to at least kind of remind themselves that, hey, I mean, this is Talladega, yes, but we got a lot more races to go. I mean, heck, next week, folks, we're heading down a little bit further up into the realm of Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is the old configuration. If you want to talk about a track that's going to tear up some stuff, if you're not playing it safe there, oh, Atlanta is a dangerous facility with that. Those tires will shred, the car gets loose, and you got a pack of like 21, 22 drivers on that track. You best be keeping your eye on things and keeping a close eye on watching yourselves. So I believe we'll have 21 laps remaining on the restart here, Cody, and right at the moment, really it's just been who can survive and who can conquer.
Yeah, with about, let's see, it'd be 20 to go. I said 10 earlier. I thought it was a 40 lap, but it's a 50 lapper.
Yep, 50 laps is the distance here today.
Yep. So it's just crazy how many cautions it is right now, and they're still got a lot of racing to do.
It is. It really is indeed, too. I mean, right now, fourth caution of the day here out of the 50. Not something I would have ever expected from this group of guys and these group of drivers, because generally speaking, they always find a way to come out here, try to run their tail ends off, and put on a show. But they are very much like me and you, Cody. We tend to just forget about things and just get behind the wheel and race with our foot, not our mind. And I will say it's hard to get out of that old habit, because for the most part, that's kind of what this track teaches you.
Yeah, you think it's wide open, but you got more footwork than you know you do. So
And they know very much so that they're going to have to start putting that footwork to good use and to kind of control out on the track. Maybe we'll find ourselves a bit of a green flag run here. We did with 10 laps in, but since then it's been trying to find those 10 laps again. The fuel run really not even matter anymore. They get 50% of fuel, same thing you saw earlier in the Joe Sixpack Racing League. But the good news is that since there's only about 20 to go, really fuel run doesn't matter all that much, and these cars are a little lighter, so that does help their cause a bit. However, the thing is, compared to what we saw earlier with Joe Sixpack, is that those next gens could not slingshot very well, and you actually had to push and shove a little bit. And I'm kind of wondering, are some of these guys and gals listening off that? Did they learn off what the next gen cars and those Gen 6 cars were? Because these Xfinity cars, they're the complete opposite. You don't want to push. You want to just keep right up there with them and just help your driver out and stay lined up. Don't push. Just keep lined up, and you'll get the car to go faster.
yep, just like you said. I practiced with the next gen a couple of days ago at Talladega, and it's different, a whole different ball game than Xfinity, like you said.
It certainly is indeed, but nevertheless, drivers ready to get back in. Top 5 right now: Tyler Dudley, Corey Reed, Chantel Bottle, Brandon Pike, Jeffrey Oaks, all in the hunt. Jeffrey Oaks, so he's a hard charger. He started all the way from the back today. He started in 19th. He is 17 up. Bottle up 14, 12 for Tyler Dudley, and 15 for Kevin Baker in that 7th place position right now, as we're about to kick it back to the green flag race start. The drivers certainly are waiting for this one, and I think they're wanting to see some green flag runs in. I know these fans are standing up high and they're standing up tall. They want to see a good race here, and they want to see some good battles, to say the least. Here they come off to the front straightaway. They are setting in motion, setting the tone, looking for the start, looking for the run. Our flagman, Jace Trailer, ready to give them a run off and ready to show them how we do it. Here on Pizza Race TV, here comes the green flag. Let's get back down to business, boys.
A little bit of a slow start for that 5 to 20 car. Didn't get a good push on that restart, but it won't take back long, and they'll be right back to pushing each other.
Yeah, especially not for Jeffrey Oaks. Jeffrey Oaks knows one thing around here, and that is how to win at Talladega. The man's got 2 wins to his name, 2 credited wins in general, 1 in trucks, 1 in Xfinity, and also he's played host to some major battles in the Cup Series division, but he lost out to Dudleyville last season. On that end, he told me earlier today that there is one thing on my mind. It's getting to the top of the mountain and finally knocking these guys down a few pegs. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to work his way off. And speaking of Dudleyville, I don't know how the heck he returned from the Shadow Realm so quickly, but race fans, the 49 is back, and Dudleyville has come to claim it. He's come for fame. Here he comes through the middle of the pack. He's really working and hard charging this thing up. You're on board here with Dudleyville, the reigning defending season 5 champion right now, and season 4 champion. I should add the double back-to-back deuces for him and his crew. One of the extremely hard difficulty achievements to claim in any sport or any league, but to do it in pedal to the metal, I mean, I've only got 1 season championship to my name, and I couldn't even defend it, to be honest with you. I came up almost like dead last with how tough those guys were. That was on NASCAR Heat, by the way, so I don't know how the heck it's even possible to do it on iRacing.
I can't. I could do dirt on Heat, but iRacing it's a different ball game.
It certainly is. Right out of the gate, though, we're going to look at the number 3, Jason Henry, as he pilots it right into the fight, into the fray. All drivers looking for openings. Looks like they might have slowed down and calmed down a bit. They know those cars are not exactly staying on all 4 wheels. Calm and collective there.
Got a couple of them going to the bottom.
Jason Henry is one of them. He's going straight down there, trying to stay away from wrecks, trying to stay away from trouble. I can see what he's up to. Almost tags Dan Hayes, though, for trying to be at least a conservative driver. But, man, it's just to hang on for the most part and keep himself in play. Dakota Wilson coming on board saying, go Man Beast tonight. He's rooting for Man Jr. And right now, Man Jr., remember, he's still searching for his first win ever on Pizza Race TV. This would count if he can get a victory here. He's got some work to do, though, if he wants to get around some of these guys. Through the charges, through the field, that Kevin Harvick style scheme up of Corey Reed in the 27. Beautiful looking ride on that thing and an awesome piece of equipment. But right now, Brandon Pike still, I don't know how that guy has kept his car in one piece and put it back out on the track multiple times. He's been in multiple wrecks today alone. And somehow, some way, he continues to bring it back out and go racing. How that's even manageable, I don't know, beyond me. But hey, it's working for him, so we'll let him be. Drivers kind of switch weight around, a little switch back and two, a little switching in there. 17 laps remain here as the field starts to kind of pace and temper around to the front straightaway.
Yeah, bobbing and weaving out like that, you just got to be careful with that. Somebody get loose or let up or something, it can cause another wreck.
Hey Cody, I know you really had a lot of experience dealing with that and you had to kind of figure out what was inspiring on those cars. But I mean, I know we're comparing apples to oranges, but when you were in NASCAR heat, I mean, how difficult was it for the Xfinity cars compared to what you would feel versus being in a Cup car? Because I mean, I always felt like the Xfinity car was a lot more hard to handle than any of the Cup or trucks were.
Oh yeah, Xfinity was always the hardest out of all of them, hands down.
Yeah, it really brought out the best of drivers and really the toughest of drivers, to say the least. And right now, we're seeing more of that and then some. I'm not going to lie, though. I am glad we brought the Xfinity cars back because I'm not going to lie to anyone at home. I love Cup cars and I love seeing them, but the Gen 6s and the next gens, especially, to me, the plate tracks and other tracks, they have a huge problem they need to get fixed. And really, a lot of it has to do with their horsepower package as well as just how they are set in motion anyway. So I am glad we kind of went with the Xfinity series because that to me is really the best series all around for the racing aspect of it. And when the next gens finally get that update, whenever it comes and gets that 670 horsepower upgrade, oh, believe me, I will not be the first one to hesitate to try those out.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of not hesitating to pull off the trigger and pull off the battles here, look out from below and look out from the top. We've got ourselves a 3-wide salute on that front straightaway. Oh, yes, sir.
I think Paul was going to try to make it 4-wide, but it got too close and she had to back it back down.
She's backing it back down, trying to stay right there, though, with the 20 here. Jeffrey Oaks trying to hang in there just a little bit. She's keeping her distance, trying not to social distance too much. She doesn't exactly want to get involved that badly as the man beast Layman Jr. seeing lines opening up and look at him digging right in. Backs off a little bit, though, on that back straightaway. I thought he might go for the run there and actually try to take Pike inside as well as the 84 Hoffer, but he didn't. He stayed under control and let off. Nice driving and consistency by the man beast. I am surprised by that move there, Cody.
Yeah, a lot of bobbing and weaving out, but I'm looking at this 49 too. He's coming back up, like you said, feels strong, and I'm ready to see him up there leading.
I mean, he's rubbing up strong. He's coming in fast. Remember, literally, it was earlier. He went past our cameras. We couldn't even catch him where he went. He was flying so high, I would have thought he was traveling to the moon and back.
Yeah. I think NASA called and said they needed a spaceship.
I think they found a spaceship with Dudleyville when he came into town. Justin Entrance coming on board saying, come on, Con. Nicholas Kern saying, New Holland, hashtag Tug Stiff Board Racing. I don't even know what the heck that team is, but all right. Welcome aboard, Nick Kern. We'll see him tomorrow night in the Pushing Limits Racing League season opener as well. Coming off the end, so that 5, I don't know how the heck she's holding that line on the outside. I don't even dare go to the outside around this track. I stay middle or bottom. That's the only 2 lines I'll hit. She's doing an extremely risky move, trying to get something going. She's won that first win. She has not had taste of victory lane in so long, Cody, and I know she's just dying for it.
Yeah, maybe she can get her chance on this plate track. Like you said, anything could happen out here.
Oh, anything can happen. Anything can get a little closer for comfort. Oh, my. Corey Reed right up to the top side of that 5 and almost took the 5 with him. Everyone else making a charge, making a change through the field. Dan Hayes hanging in there a little bit, and they're trying to all go for broke here.
Woo, I don't think you could have fit a dollar bill through there.
I don't think you could have put anything through there, much less even a car.
Woo!
I mean, there was such a small gap. I think it was too small even for a crumb from the size of a mouse. That thing was literally right in the nick of a troublesome area and almost caused a lot of grief for some drivers out here. As the rest of the field tries to continue to pace it in and fight it off. We're seeing the 84 Matthew Hopper. He hasn't been in the victory lane in so long, and he's been sick and tired of that. Oh no, we got problems down the back straightaway. Drivers wrecking hard. Oh, and Corey Reed slamming it straight into the rear end of that wall protection down there. Oh my goodness.
Bad timing for Chantel Pottle.
Bad timing for a lot of drivers there. I'm seeing Tyler Rex, Todd Tuff, Spencer Teal, William Mann, Corey Reed, Thad Failer. All of those guys involved in this one. There's only really one way to figure out what happened. Cody, you know what the saying is.
What's that?
Oh, we're going to go visit the PTM Instant Replay, of course, my friend.
Oh, let's go check it out.
Here it is. Looked like Corey Reed just drifted up slightly into the 5 off turn number 2. I really couldn't figure out anything else. I don't know if both drivers are just kind of getting a little too close for comfort or what happened there, but Reed in the 27 and the 5 got a little too off on the edge there, and that ended up costing them both in that case. Again, it's just so easy. You can see right here, Reed, he's not even paying attention to how much he's drifting up. The car itself is just drifting up slightly, and it's just catching everybody off guard. That's kind of the scary part about it. You can see Reed, he is slamming the brakes, trying to get that car stopped. You can hear the tires scrump and just spinning and shredding, and I don't even know how the heck he is not feeling any of that wreck.
Like that route is caged a little bit, like Earnhardt said.
Now, the difference between rattling your cage is at least you did it on a short track versus you did it at about 200 plus miles on a 2.6 whatever track south of Talladega is.
2.66, I think.
Oh, lordy. That is a huge wreck and a huge upset for everyone involved in that one. I don't know how many of those guys got anything left on their cars for an instant replay, but when we come back, folks, we'll have to find out. Things have just gotten completely out of hand and insane here. But somebody's got to win this. Who's it going to be? Find out when we return. Tonight's race, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you in part by our good friends over at GTR Racing Simulator. Welcome to the future, GTR Racing Simulator. It's not that we broke the mold, we just never used one. By D-Dub Button Boxes, best in performance for quality button boxes, major wave. D-Dub Button Boxes always has you covered. By the Butt Kicker Company, best in performance for filling real tracks in the virtual world. The Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. By Gearhead Coffee. Whether you're wrenching on your vehicle in the home, garage, or servicing customers at your automotive repair facility, dealership Gearhead Coffee provides a unique premium quality coffee that keeps your motor running. By Ooze Motorsports. Don't think we're fast because you think we're cheating. By LPT Pallet. Got a pallet not tip-top shape? Call up LPT Pallet. We got you covered. By Ford Entertainment Group, PC.net. Matching your want with your wallet. They always work with your needs. Build the best PC at the right price. By Man's Maintenance. You want it done right? You call a man. By Berrytown Cleaners. When you've got yourself in a mess, Berrytown Cleaners can help you fix that right away. By Lightning Wraps. Most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wraps brings out the best designs in your library. By Jon T. Garrett Twitch channel. The channel for a good chat and enjoyable times around with Jon Garrett. By Southern Country & Co. The trusted company to get your designs in your day-to-day life. And by by Grid Finder, the best way to find a new league, filter search by waste day, your geographical region, gaming platform, race sim, and car class, and you have broadcaster, library designer, search Grid Finder, the home of online racing. Alright, all that out of the way and ready to set foot. Drivers will go one more time around the track, and then it's time to bring out the big guns once again. We'll have 8 to go on this restart, and I guarantee you one thing right now here, Cody. Kevin Baker is probably the craziest man alive for the fact that he hasn't been out in pit road. He hasn't gone, and he's not going to get out yet. He wants to try to win this one for his first career win. Nicholas Kern saying number 12 and 69, Crusader for Toke Stiffboat Racing. Alright, fair enough. James Mander, what's up, Mr. Striver? James, it is good to hear you, sir. James part of the TYTB group down there as well, helping out his crew and his family there. James, good to hear from you, sir. Hope you and the fam are doing all right, brother. Driver ready to set in motion, ready to set on back to the field here. And you know, the thing is, when we go to Atlanta, I swear things will probably going to be cleared up a little bit and calmed down a bit. But man, this has been a wild one. And Shen Pottle just literally came into the chat. She's now saying, we're out. Never click the fast repair. That is a heartbreaker and a half. The throttle Chantel Pottle is out of a race that really, no offense to the boys, but she was pretty much completely taking it all in stride and taking it to a whole nother level with the boys here.
Yeah, I give her props. She's real fast. She ran a race earlier today, but unfortunately she got put out of it. But she was looking strong on the half miles too.
She is indeed, and we'll see what happens on the half miles and the mile and a half. We'll see later on. But right now, we're about to set foot back into the realm of madness, chaos. When you have Talladega Superspeedway on your list, you know there's bound to be races aplenty. James Benner saying everyone is doing good, brother. Hope you and the family doing well as also. Pretty good, I would say. Still 20 drivers left in the field. Corey Reed, Chantel Pottle out of the race. There is one chance, though. We have a couple green-white checkers at stake here, but again, we are on a time limit, so we may not be able to get to the top 3 tonight. Just a heads up for those at home. Remember, we do have another broadcast to get to. We cannot hold up on that. If we are called up, we must initiate and go to it. One way or another, though, these drivers will get this race finished out. We promise you that much. This will not end under yellow. This will end under a green, white, checkered, or a checkered flag. That is how we will end no matter what. Field setting it back off of turn number 4 here, and now the field sets in motion the big pace and the big track. Everyone ready to hit them down one more time here. We're going to set the tone here, Cody, and this could get wild, my friend.
Oh, yes. With 8 to go, we're going to see a lot of stuff happen.
We are indeed. Off the front straightaway, Baker, Hoffert, Pike, Van Jr., Todd Tufts, and Dudleyville are about to take center stage on the front straightaway. There's the flagman. He waits for the command. He wants the drivers to know where to go. It's to the green flag, the charge. Here we go one more time. And can they keep it clean? That's the main thing. Can we get to the green flag into the white checkers? Watch out, though, for some moves off from that man beast. The man beast will run you clean, but he'll run you hard. He knows how to do it. The intimidator factor now being put into play. He wants to make Hoffert think about this just a little bit. He's got Dudleyville right behind him, though, pushing him off a bit. A little push to shove. Hoffert trying to back down. Get man trying to hang in there with it. He's looking for his first win ever, but on the outside, here comes some Dudleyville action. Robert Dudley on the outside with Robert Kahn. The Roberts are putting this one into the field today here. 3 wide salute for the race lead. Hoffert backs down. He doesn't want nothing to do with it, but he's got a blocked man in that parking lot. Dudley gets a run. He's got a seam down to the bottom. He's got the lead. Hold it.
Wow, just wow.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it there, Cody. But I just must smoke too soon because I thought one Dudley was enough. No, there's another Dudleyville moving into the field. Tyler Dudley, the son of Robert, trying to put some good use to that back to blue 15 machine. Oh, but he's not going to like that one too much. Man Senior gets a piece of the 15 on the back straightaway.
Man, tough break with him because it was a single car. There won't be no caution thrown for that.
The caution will not fly out, and Man Senior might have a little bit of a problem on his hand here because that front end is completely destroyed and defeated out. That thing is broken down and it's gone. I don't know how the heck he's still hanging in there, but I don't think Tyler Dudley was expecting that to happen as quick as it did. And speaking of runs off once again, Man Jr. is desperately looking for anything he can. He's trying to get help from D-Dubs. Sweet Dubs button boxes number 90 of Dennis Warrens. Warren's trying to help him side draft it up there. You can do single car draft if you can get 2 together, work with it. But the problem is that Talladega Daytona draft train will win every time. It's the hardest thing to survive with.
With the moves that Robert Kahn was making earlier, let's see if he can still do that within second place and go to the outside and go around him.
He's going to have to make some moves here and really make some hard charges. There's plenty of room, but not enough time, in my opinion. He's got to make it move. He's got to do it now if he wants to survive. 5 laps remain. 5 to go this time by Flagman, holding a high 5 in the air as we go 3 wide, so yet again through turn 1 and 2. Hoffer trying to stay on the bottom lane and stay out of trouble. Man Jr. trying to hang in there, but he's running out of time. He's got company coming up from the 6'6", Jon Garrett, trying to bring the Jon T. Garrett Twitch channel Fort Worth machine into the fight and into the fray. Holding on for dear life. There is nowhere to go. Kahn pushing Dudleyville for everything she's got, and Hoffer trying to follow in pursuit. Everybody looking for anything they can here. This is just complete and utter madness here on Beats Race TV, and the thing is, we still got a dirt race to go, but the heck with that right now. This madness that Talladega and Daytona have brought to the table today, from multiple platforms, from multiple streams, from multiple leagues, multiple series. This is what it's all about. This is what you want to see. The cautions may have come at the worst and Empire Tube at times, but now things are just completely on full advantage point and making everybody work for everything they got.
The outside's starting to form back again, so maybe they'll get that top line working and go around it.
Could very well be there, Cody. Right now we're on board here with Jon Garrett trying to hang in there just a little longer. And you just watch him working that wheel and working every single ounce of that car, trying to hold that thing down. He's paying very close attention to how much it drifts up and how much it drifts down. He doesn't want to do it too much, so he's got to watch himself out there. We're coming up on 3 to go here. I don't know how on earth Brandon Pike is back in this fight and back in this fray, but he has got a chance. Here he goes. Look at the dive bomb on the top to the bottom. He left Man Jr. high and dry. I don't know. That might have been the... Oh, we got company coming up again. Dudleyville crossing him on the outside. They'll bring him back down on the back straightaway here. They're still hitting up for everything they got. Kahn is literally inches from disaster. There's disaster behind him. The big one strikes again. And it gets John Gutenz. Unfortunately, coming off a turn 4. Caution flag flies. No.
Things is about to get interesting.
It's a green-white checker coming up, folks. What happened here, though? Here is the PTM instant replay. Well, looks like Reed just drove that thing in deep, and he gave it a nice little nudge, that 41. I don't know if Reed is having troubles with the front end of that car, or if maybe that car is just thinking it's a bulldozer or something. That's unfortunate, though. That thing is just completely destroyed on the 41, and that is a tough break there for him and his crew. I know, obviously, the 27 is not trying to do that in a way that he is looking for. He's trying to push his way back into the fight and back into the fray, but this is just very unfortunate here. This is very tough to watch.
All right, with 3 to go, who's your pick now?
Honestly, I think I'm sticking with my pick. I said the 18. I still think it could be the 18. I mean, look, I'm playing my betting man here. Look at the 18, how cleaned up that car is right now. That thing has not taken any damage, not taken any problems. If he was going to get a jump start on anybody, it's now, right at this moment. Get that draft in. Let the aerodynamics of the car just swing right around and put everything to good use. And make sure that we have everything set up and perfectly stabilized down on the track. Because at this point, this is really what it's all about here.
Tyler Dudley said in the comment, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there for Tyler Dudley. He just kind of got himself in a bad break here. Dudley, hopefully we'll see you next time out, though, but that's a tough break there for you and your crew, unfortunately, as we're now finally initiating green-white checker number 1. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're getting set for this one.
I think there'll be one more caution.
I think they can go through it. One green flag run. I think they can get it. Well, there we go, folks. We're not done. We're not done, and still we got a whole another broadcast coming up too, folks. If I said it before, I'll say it again. These triple headers, they're fun, but man, they are grueling sometimes.
Better have a couple of bottles of water nearby.
Oh, believe me, I've been drinking water every now and then. That's why you've heard me go quiet all day here. So. Right now, storyline is this. Pike looking for his first win in the Xfinity Series and his first big prominence to possibly taking home a season championship in Season 6. Dudley looking for 3 back-to-back championship seasons. Robert Kahn looking to return to the top of the mountain. He feels he's owed. Man Jr. looking literally for his first win ever on Pizza Race TV. He's won at Talladega in a non-sanctioned event before. This could be his golden opportunity. Oaksey knows what it takes to win around here. Matthew Hoffert does the same. You got a laundry list of drivers that could take this one home and literally be the man of the hour, the man with the power. Which one will it be, though? This is green, white, checkered attempt number 1 of 3. Can they keep it green and keep it clean? We are about to find out. To the green flag, they bring him back on out. Dudley gets a good start here, Cody.
He's slipping up a little bit. 22 with Pike and Archon pushing him. Things might get a little bit crazy here in just a little bit. Archon taking the outside.
Things could get a bit dicey. Look at the block by Pike. He blocked it top side, backed on the back straightaway. He was trying to stop the run. He tried to stop the run from God. I don't know if that was exactly the right move, though. I don't think I would have blocked from that angle there, Cody.
No, I wouldn't have blocked either. He lost pretty good lot of time with that right there, and Archon just went around him.
He did indeed.
With the 84 pitching him.
Oh, man, Senior right now, he's having all sorts of problems keeping that car online. Gets right in there with Oaksey just for a brief fleeting moment. Running him down to the front straightaway here. The white flag will indeed come out. They're not getting that caution out yet. They're 3 wide to the line. Look at Pike. I said he made a mistake earlier. He recorrected it. What a move there from the top side. He's running everything he's got. Trying to hang in there. Kahn will try to hold him off on the inside. They are running this thing straight to the end. Oh no, look out. They're going to clip just a little bit. They saved it though. They hang in there. Man Jr. is literally 1 position away from getting his first win ever on Pizza Race TV. Can he do it? Can he do it? He's got Kahn in front. The veteran versus the man beast. Can he hang on? Kai trying to hold up one more big run out, trying to find an opening. Man Jr. to the outside. He swung it straight down low, up to the top side. And Man Senior going to bring it right to the end. Their white flag is out to the finish line. They wreck. They wreck to the finish line. And Robert Kahn, by some miracle, pulls this one out by 400ths of a second to the line in a huge wreck. Oh my goodness.
My man, my man.
Well, you picked him. He did it. Oh my goodness, and yet again, William Mann Jr. will have to settle being the bridesmaid on another track and another circuit. Jon Garrett with a heck of a finish, coming away 3rd out of that. But the Rattlesnake, somehow, some way, pulls this one off. It is your GTR Racing Simulator 50 winner here at Talladega Superspeedway. And I guarantee you, he's a happy camper right now under that hood and under that helmet. But good Lord Almighty, You can't even begin to fathom and tell me he was not on the edge of his seat, on the edge of his pants, just hoping and praying that he can do it. I don't even know how close it was to the line there, Cody. We're going to go take one look at that PT Mr. replay before we even get to the big ending in the top three here. We'll have only so much time, but we'll get him in. Here's the final results here. 0.04 of a second to the line. Jon Garrett and William Mann Jr. and Robert Kahn, top three in that one. Oaksey, 4th, 5th to Hoffert, 6th to Failure. A great debut for his race here. 7th to William Mann Sr. Great showcase for the old timer. He really bringing it in. 8th to Ken Crawford, 9th to Robert Dudley, and Spencer Teal with a 10th place finish. And this is just the first race of the season, folks. 22.
A lot of action packed this season is all I'm gonna say.
Indeed, indeed. Well, all right. We promised you guys we would look at that last lap. Let's take a look at this, because I don't even have the energy to figure out how the heck this one happened. Just watch the replay. Mann Sr. goes right in. Bike is driving his tail end off. They're running hard to the end. This is just a moment of madness. If Mann Jr. did not get spun there, it would have been his. There's no doubt about that one. He would have had that. That would have been all his.
Man, that was crazy because on my screen, the one I was looking at, it was on a different driver. So when the camera switched, I didn't get to see this.
Yeah, I really couldn't even begin to fathom what was going through any of those guys' mind. Here's another look at it to the line. That's crazy right there. You can see how close it was to the line to the finish. Everybody just completely all over the place, and it was a massive wreck fest ending. But Talladega is known for those fun endings. I think we got another one here tonight. With that said,
sir.
and with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and talk top three. We are only going to give them a certain amount of time. We cannot keep going very long, but we're going to try and get them in. We promised we'll give them a chance, so let's try and do it now. Here we are, race fans. Talking with the top three, third place finisher tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show for the first time ever, Jon Garrett in the 66. And Jon, congratulations on a third place finisher at Talladega. Quite a freckening feat in a race I don't think you're going to forget for quite some time, man. What a heck of a battle.
Yeah, last couple laps was pretty crazy there. I just got latched onto the 20 and pushed all I could and let him lead the way, and luckily ended up third there.
You ended up in third and really had to just survive the carnage and survive the wreck. And boy, what a night it was for you and your crew, man. You really had to put this one into a fight and a half, didn't you, for your first race?
Yeah, I had 4 or 5 guys that I brought into the league, and we were kind of trying to run together there. And I luckily saved 2 fixes for the end, so I was good to go in case we had another restart. But all in all, for a new league for our little group, I think we had a lot of fun, and it was a good race.
For sure there. Now, I know I got to ask you this, man, but when you come back next week at Atlanta, what the heck's going to be going through your mind there?
Oh, I'll actually be ready to go when we get to some regular tracks, and I think we have a pretty good program at those tracks, so I think we'll be up front again.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, Jon, is there anybody you want to thank here tonight for this race and this finish?
Yeah, I know there's a huge list of sponsors for the league that I have not learned yet, but I will try to shoot them out. Grid Finder, LBT Pallets, Lightning Wraps, and I will get the rest next week. Also, my Twitch channel sponsors the league, JonTGarrett. And then my regular sponsors, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Athens Screen Printing, Factory Setups, and Head Candy. And I appreciate y'all putting on a great broadcast. You're kind of the reason we got into this league. We watched the broadcast and how professional it was run. So we were looking for a Sunday night league, and glad to be a part of this one.
I really appreciate the kind words, Jon, and appreciate everything, man. Wish the best of luck to you guys come Atlanta next week, and congratulations on a third place finish here at Talladega, sir.
Yep, thank y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming away third at Talladega, it is Jon T. Garrett. Race fans, now joining me here in the booth, second place finisher, the bridesmaid again. It's the man beast, William Mann Jr. And man, oh man, I swear I cannot help but give you a broadcaster curse whenever you come on the show.
Yeah, man, it's pretty eventful. There's a lot of wild stuff going on all night, man, so I enjoyed it. Good drafting, Uh, Lots of big passes, man. I thought the old man was gonna get me there at the end. I saw him towards the inside. I'm like, oh god, if he beats me again, I might just lose my account. I don't even know.
Well, you didn't lose your mind. At least you kept your car in one piece for the most of the extent till that last spin. But I mean, talk me through this one, bud, because it looked like if you didn't go sideways, this would have been yours. It just seemed like the madness of Talladega cursed you tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, I had a pretty good run, and I decided, well, I seen everybody getting a run on the low side. I better go high, thinking maybe somebody might try to make a late run and give me a little bit of boost. But everybody started touching there, and we all just slowed down. And at that point, it was like a crapshoot of whoever has the most win into the line. I think that the Robert Kahn, the 21, got hit about 3 times before we got close to the line, and everybody just kind of slowed down with every little touch. So it was a pretty good show. You know, glad to be a part of it. Rookie in this league, but it was a good night.
Certainly didn't race like a rookie tonight, though. But coming up with the second place finish here at Talladega, is there anybody you want to thank you for that one?
I'd like to thank Man's Maintenance for buying most of the cars and paying for every little dent we do. You know, we got lightning paints from Pothole and P10 for always taking care of us broadcasting. We got the pallet company. We got a lot of companies that sponsor this league that I need to keep a cheat sheet in my car to keep up with as I'm learning to go along with. But everybody helped put it together. I appreciate it.
For sure there, man, Junior. Well, nevertheless, bud, we certainly hope to see you back here on PT Race TV very soon. Best wishes, luck, and congratulations on the second place finish.
Appreciate you, man.
He will join everyone at Atlanta Motor Speedway as well as this man, the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn. A solid win and another victory to his name and his resume. And Kahn, really going to this race, somebody picked you, and, well, they picked you right because you had this one dialed up to the finish. And once again, we're having technical difficulties on his end. I don't think it would be a Robert Kahn interview without him having some technical difficulties on his end. Okay.
He's won the race. He's ready to get off now.
Yeah, I think he's ready. We'll try one more time, and that's about it. Kahn, can you hear us? I swear he just has so much technical difficulties there. Cody, I'm going to go ahead and we'll try and bring him over here. All right, Kahn, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it does it.
I don't know, but let's just kind of go with that. Did you hear anything we said?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you came away with a solid performance and a solid finish here, and what heck of a thing this one is.
Yeah, that was a wild finish. I think in all my years racing, I'd never finished one sideways going across the line. That was what a race. That was a blast.
It was indeed. Now coming to the end, I gotta ask you. I mean, did really anything come through your mind that was like, there's no way I'm even gonna survive this? I've lost the race because I'm spinning.
Well, the 22 was real fast, and like coming to the white flag, I'd cut below them so I could try to shuffle them out. But coming to the flag when I moved up and the 57 came beneath me, I was like, that's it. But I don't know how it happened. It did though.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless though, you're going to walk away with a solid performance and at last a big victory to start the season. Who do you want to thank you for that one?
Well, as I'm sitting here drinking a cup of Gearhead coffee right now. Hey, did you know that they have pods that you can put in a K-cup?
I did not, actually. I mean, I've got my Gearhead coffee all beside me, but I mean, I did not even know about that.
Oh, yeah, it's great. But, yeah, Gearhead Coffee is amazing coffee. GTR Simulators, everybody who's involved with us makes this happen. Just happy to be a part of it and appreciate all the support from everybody who sponsors us.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, Kahn, solid performance and a solid victory here. We will see you at Atlanta Motor Speedway, sir.
Thanks, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn, coming away with a solid performance and victory here on PTM Racing TV for the GTR Racing Simulator 50, and presented part by, again, GTR Racing Simulator, D-Dub Button Boxes, The Butt Kicker Company, Gearhead Coffee, Ooze Motorsports, LPT Pallet, FEGPC.net, Man's Maintenance, Barrytown Cleaners, Lightning Wraps, Jon T. Garrett, Twitch channel, Southern Country Co., and Grid Finder. A big thank you to all. Big thank you to everybody that tuned on in here tonight We appreciate you. Cody, thanks for coming on board, man. What a showcase
Oh,
for
you're
you and your
welcome,
crew.
man. I appreciate it. It was an honor doing this.
Well, we certainly hope to have you come on by sometime again soon, my friend. Are you planning on coming back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be back, and you'll be calling the race Monday night, and I'll be racing it, so.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, and best of luck to everyone tomorrow night. We'll see you then. But right now, we got to get out of here and get to the race. So from all of us here at Pete's Race TV, enjoy these outros, and thank you to our sponsors. Thanks to our friends, family. We'll see you again when the green flag flies here on Pete's Racing TV.